Congratulations on your graduation. You should be really proud of yourselves. We're really proud of you.
I'm sending my warmest congratulations to everybody who has graduated in 2020 and in 2021.
Very many congratulations to the class of 2020 and 2021. Well done for all your fantastic achievements.
Well done to the class of 2020 and class of 2021 on everything you've achieved over the last 4 years. We're really proud of you.
Good luck for the future.
Congratulations!
We in the Alexander Technique team, that's me, Pete, Malcolm, Sue and of course Rodney, would like to congratulate you all on your graduation and wish you all the best for a healthy, successful, happy career.
Congratulations to all students in School of Keyboard Studies.
What a proud achievement, fantastic, bravo and well done.
All that hard work and effort really paid off. In terrible times, you proved that there was a positive message out there.
Yeah, we hope you have a terrific day, have a great fun celebrating, and thanks for being with us.
Congratulations, class of 2020 and 2021.
Good luck for the future. Well done.
Don't forget to tag us on socials.
Hello, John Habron here. Just a quick word to say many congratulations to all of you on graduating today. It's a wonderful achievement, no matter what level you're at, no matter what you're going on to next. You should be very proud of yourselves, especially having come through a very difficult and challenging time for us all. Hope you have a wonderful time on the day with your friends and families, and I hope to see you at some point. Enjoy the celebrations and good luck.
I just want to take this opportunity to say congratulations to everyone who's graduating today. What a fantastic achievement. It's been such a difficult year for you all, but you've all done really well to come through it, and congratulations. Enjoy your graduation day.
Dear SWBP classes of 2020 and 2021, I wanted to send you my warmest congratulations on your graduation from RNCM today, and huge thanks for the contributions that you made to the School of Wind, Brass and Percussion during your time at the college. As you receive your awards today, you can be extremely proud, and there can be no more applause than you deserve. The adaptability, creativity, flexibility and resilience you've shown in achieving success while studying in the grip of the global pandemic is nothing short of magnificent. And I have no doubt that the qualities that you've shown throughout will guarantee success in your professional careers.
Congratulations and well done.
Greetings, Pop School Earthlings. It's so good to be back in the pop room at the college after a dreadful 2 years. And I want to send my huge congratulations to each and every one of you on your amazing achievements. Have a wonderful graduation ceremony and go follow your dreams, and I hope to see you in the bar.
Congratulations, class of 2020 and 2021.
Hello, I just wanted to say congratulations to our classes of 2020 and 2021. Well done, everyone.
Hi everyone, Andy Scott here. Congratulations. Fully deserved. Have a brilliant day.
Hi from the catering team. We just want to say congratulations on graduating. It's so wonderful to see you all back in the building. We've really missed you. You've had a very difficult 18 months. We're so proud of you. So we hope that you have a fantastic congregation next week, and congratulations!
Damn, you're all incredible. Congratulations on your graduation.
Congratulations to all students of 2020 and 21. Not only did you get through the pandemic and very tough times, but you graduated and you got qualifications. How marvellous is that? Thanks especially to my students who got me through tough times as well. And I think our Zoom Giulio Cesare will never ever leave me. So thank you all. Go on, do wonderful things. Bye.
Congratulations on your graduation. What you've achieved is phenomenal. Never forget how amazing you are. Bye-bye. Keep in touch. Take care.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the graduation for the class of 2020. My name's Stuart Sefton and I'm currently the Head of Registry here at the college.
A few years ago, at the Oscars, someone took a massive selfie of the audience. My colleagues in marketing have volunteered me to do the same today. We're going to have a few goes at it. I'll give you a countdown, and hopefully we'll get you all on. I have borrowed a selfie stick from my teenage daughter. I know, I don't look old enough. I've had a couple of lessons on it, and hopefully I can get it to work. So, I will give you a countdown, wave, cheer, hats in the air, whatever you would like to do. If you don't want to be in the photograph, hide. Or cover your face with your programme. Or email marketing@rncm.ac.uk, let them know your seat number and they'll work their magic. Okay, here we go. It's exciting stuff, isn't it? Okay. I think I've got you on, and me. Okay. 1, 2, 3. I know this is very panto, but surely you can do better than that. How long have we been waiting to get back in here? Right, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Much better, thank you.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Please would you stand for the President's procession.
off so that you can hear me. Welcome to the 2020 congregation, which I now declare open. Please do be seated. I can't tell you how lovely it is to be able to welcome you to the college. And I said the words 2020 congregation and I thought something wrong here, but it's not. Being 2021, what perseverance and dedication and persistence that you have shown to be here this afternoon. This is always one of the most lovely days in the college calendar when we can celebrate the success of our graduates and our postgraduates. So congratulations to you all, and I hope you have a wonderful day with us this afternoon. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone, and a very warm welcome to today's Congregation of Awards. Our annual congregation is where we celebrate the achievement of our students and thank them for the contribution they have made to the college. It's our opportunity to thank you, their parents, families and friends, for the support you have given over so many years, and also an opportunity for me to pay tribute to my colleagues here at the RNCM who work so tirelessly on behalf of our students. Each year, we are delighted to be able to confer associateship, fellowship and honorary membership of the RNCM on individuals who have made an invaluable contribution to the professional world of music and to the work of the college. It is a pleasure and a privilege to recognise the work of such individuals today, and we look forward to hearing more about their achievements in due course. Today, however, is first and foremost about our graduates. For those of you receiving your awards, you should be incredibly proud to have excelled in your studies against the backdrop of a global pandemic, which has had such a significant impact on all our lives. Studying music at a world-leading conservatoire like the RNCM demands not only exceptional talent and dedication, but also the resilience and creativity to be able to seize new challenges. You have all shown these qualities throughout your time with us, as the pandemic has forced us to adapt to uncertain and completely unprecedented circumstances and to work in new and unfamiliar ways. Your commitment to your studies and to embracing radically different approaches to create, capture and share your work in the virtual world does you immense credit. As we embark upon the new normal and you enter a global music industry that is itself coming to terms with the longer-term impact of the pandemic, this is something that I know will stand you in good stead. I'm very proud indeed that the RNCM today is recognised as one of the world's leading and most progressive conservatoires and is delivering on its strategy to define the future of music. It is you, our graduates, who will drive this agenda forward as you embark upon your careers. You will be the catalyst for positive change in our profession and society by ensuring that music remains accessible and relevant to people of all ages and backgrounds in the years to come. Where you study remains on your CV for life, and I hope you will be proud to be graduates of the RNCM. I'm confident that all of you graduating today will benefit from the esteem within which the college is now held in the UK and overseas, and that this will put you in the strongest possible position for your future careers. In an increasingly challenging and diverse profession, one of the strongest indicators of our success is that graduates from the RNCM go on to establish and sustain fulfilling careers across the global music industry, and to make a significant difference to the lives and well-being of others in society. I'm confident that those of you graduating today will follow in these footsteps. You are about to join our global network of alumni, and wherever your careers may take you, you will find friends and allies who studied here. When I speak to former students, it's obvious that the college occupies a very special place in their hearts. I hope it will in yours too. You leave the RNCM with a power not only to realise your dreams, but also to ensure that music is for everyone. I know you will use this power wisely, supporting and inspiring young musicians who are no longer able to access high-quality music tuition in their schools, drawing on your creativity and imagination to engage with new audiences, and reaching out through music to transform the lives of those less fortunate than yourselves. The RNCM is setting out an ambitious agenda to define excellence in music education and shape the future music industry. I have every confidence that with our highly talented students, staff, alumni and partners, we will achieve this goal. To conclude, I would like to take this opportunity to congratulate all of you receiving your awards today. To our honorands, I welcome you warmly into the extended RNCM family. To our graduates, as alumni of the RNCM, you will always be very welcome here. Do please keep in touch with our alumni team. They will love to hear from you, to share and celebrate your news with the wider RNCM community, to support you in developing your professional connections and networks, and to champion you and your careers in any way possible. It has been a pleasure and a privilege to work with you in your time at the RNCM. As you take your next steps into the music profession, wherever in the world this may be, we will be following your progress with much interest and wishing you every success and happiness into the future. Thank you. President, on behalf of the College, I now invite presentations of musicians who have been found worthy to be admitted as Fellows of this College.
President, I have the honour to present Dr. Peter Tornquist for admission to Fellowship of the Royal Northern College of Music. Peter Tornquist is an internationally acclaimed composer and international academic leader who has, throughout his career, promoted artistic research in the Conservatoire, motivating colleagues and inspiring students. His music has been performed by such prestigious ensembles as the Oslo Philharmonic Orchestra, the Tokyo Symphony Orchestra, and the London Sinfonietta. Peter's background is truly global. He was born in Colombia, but spent formative years in Switzerland and Brazil before moving to Sweden as a teenager. Indeed, he's spoken of the value of these experiences, how a nurturing culture and cultural environment, for example in Brazil, can stimulate deep engagement with music making. A long-time resident of Oslo, he's now relocating to Singapore, more on which shortly. Peter moved to Norway in 1984 to study composition with Lasse Thorsen at the Norwegian Academy of Music. He subsequently took his master's degree under George Benjamin's guidance at the Royal College of Music in London, and his PhD in artistic research was awarded by the Norwegian Academy of Music in 2007. Exploring the links between composition and improvisation through the mediation of electronics, his work seeks to interrogate and explore the boundaries between creativity and performance, as well as the role of improvisation and reinterpretation in music. His work in this area is groundbreaking, fostering what is now an abundance of impressive artistic research throughout Norway. Following positions as head of composition, theory and music technology, and later associate professor of composition, Peter became the principal of the Norwegian Academy of Music from 2013 to this year. He believes that conservatoires have a crucial role in shaping and changing the music industry, but that it requires galvanizing students to be artists and the agents of that change. His contribution to higher music education is undeniable through seeking strategic and meaningful global partnerships, including with the RNCM. He has propelled the Norwegian Academy of Music to one of the highest ranking institutions in the performing arts globally. It is apt, therefore, that in departing this role, he's now been appointed the Dean of the Yong Siu To Conservatory of Music at the National University of Singapore. An avid runner, Peter's looking forward to exploring the various running trails that the city-state has to offer, albeit at 6 a.m. in the morning to ensure amenable temperatures. In an interview recently, he was asked what music he enjoyed running to. An eclectic listener, he has broad tastes, but likes to run with music that makes him happy. When pressed further, he mentioned anything by Bach, and more specifically the Brandenburg concertos. This is perhaps fitting, a series of works renowned for their daring and imagination, inspiring a respected colleague who has so often quietly but firmly shaped higher education and artistic research with eloquence, innovation, and vision. President, I'm honoured to present Peter Tornquist for admission to Fellowship of the RNCM Honoris Causa.
President, I have the honour to present Denis Erlin to admission to Fellowship of the Royal Northern College of Music. Professor Erlin is a world-leading expert on the composers Claude Debussy, François Couperin, and Jean-Philippe Rameau. However, his route there was not so straightforward. He began his studies not in music, but in ancient history and Byzantine Greek. Nevertheless, he had a particular fascination for the harpsichord, which he began studying only as a teenager. It ignited his love for Baroque music. Thanks to the encouragement and guidance of François Lesueur, the leading Debussy scholar in France of his generation, Professor Erlin started to work as an editor on the complete works of Claude Debussy. It is for this reason that his PhD, under Lesueur's direction, was on Debussy's Nocturne rather than on an aspect of Baroque music. That came later. He's a rare example of a scholar who has managed to be equally respected in two very different areas. Professor Erlin is a textual musical scholar of the highest order, with a particular expertise in critical editions. These editions have had a big impact on performers and concert life, which is so central to an institution such as the RNCM. Erlin's publication list is huge, so can't be enumerated here. His major Debussy achievements include his role since 2002 as editor-in-chief of the complete Debussy edition, a role he inherited from Lesueur. The publication of the complete Debussy correspondence, all 1,000 or so pages, with Lesueur in 2005, and, hot off the press, a much-awaited book on Debussy, bringing together his most important writings on the composer. This was launched last night here at the RNCM. His Baroque publications include the Rameau catalogue with Sylvie Bouissou in 2003, and the new critical edition of Couperin's harpsichord volumes and Rameau's opera Dardanus, second version of 1744, which will be published in January 2022. Professor Erlin gained a coveted position with the CNRS, the Centre National de Recherche Scientifique, thanks to the encouragement of Jean-Michel Vaccaro in 1993, and he is now Director of Research within IRIMUS, the Institut de Recherche en Musicologie. He received his higher doctorate, the HDR, at the Université de Tours in 2006. He's been a member of the Académie Européenne since 2010, and in 2018 he was appointed Chevalier des Arts et des Lettres for his musicological achievements. It's akin to the Queen Honours in 2018. His publications have won numerous prizes. Denis Alain's association with RNCM began in 2017 when he was appointed the second ever International Chair in Musicology. The first was Charles Rosen, so he's in good hands, good footsteps. He gave the Michael Kennedy International Research Lecture here in 2017, was a keynote speaker when the college hosted the UK's Debussy Centenary Conference in 2018, which was featured on Radio 3's Music Matters. He has worked with doctoral and master's students and with students in the schools of keyboard studies and vocal studies. All of his public lectures at the RNCM have been combined with performances by our students, including last night. He played a prominent role in the college's 350th Couperin commemoration in 2019. He's been involved in other RNCM activities, including the Musical Women of the Long 19th Century Conference just before lockdown and the forthcoming Saint-Saëns Centenary Conference in February 2022. In addition to his achievements, Denis Alain is striking for his generosity. Having access to thousands of original sources, he willingly shares documents, his time and expertise with colleagues and students. He has done a lot to nurture a collegial network of French music experts across the world. Professor Alain is an excellent communicator and contributes to radio programs in France and elsewhere in Europe, including the BBC. He also disseminates his research in CD notes, concert program notes, public lectures, and he masterminded the recent complete Debussy recordings, which were published by Warner in 2018. President, I am delighted to present Denis Alain for admission to the Fellowship of the Royal Northern College of Music, honoris causa.
President, I have the honour to present Roland Bohr for admission to Fellowship of the Royal Northern College of Music. The keenly observant of you will realise that Roland is not here. Very sadly, Roland could not travel because of the recent COVID restrictions. He's rehearsing in Frankfurt on Friday. A problem I fear President and Principal might have befell many graduates and their families. We're so grateful and humbled to see you all here and appreciate the effort that has taken. Roland, however, is watching on Zoom, so I shall carry on undeterred. Roland Bohr is an international conductor and great friend to generations of RNCM students for his artistic leadership, friendship, and camaraderie during his 12 years as director of the Montepulciano Festival. Although his parents were art teachers, they were good amateur musicians, and the house was always full of music. He fondly remembers beautiful times in which the family would all play chamber music together, an unpressured, joyful music-making environment which instilled in him the importance of something we have all missed so very much, the uplifting human connection we all feel when making music together. Whilst at primary school, he was invited to accompany the school chorus, and as much of the music was just unison singing, his teacher encouraged him to create harmonies. He greatly enjoyed trying to find just the right chord for the melody, and composition became and has remained an important part of his life, never more so than in those rather idle times most conductors experienced in recent months. His high school teacher invited him to write a suite for orchestra, thinking, as many composers do, that since he wrote it and knows how it should go, then he should probably conduct it. His conducting career started with his own premiere, age 16. Roland's mother taught art at the school, and as the school put on many theatre and musical productions, she even taught scene design. The mechanical and technical side of the theatre still interests him greatly. His music teacher thought that he should try to become a conductor, but his parents really wanted him to follow a teaching career. In a story perhaps familiar to some graduates and parents, Roland suggested that he should be allowed to at least take the entrance exam and see if he could get in. Studies in Würzburg led to a relatively common path in Germany, beginning with a job as a repetiteur first in Frankfurt and then Düsseldorf, where a key connection was made with the baritone Ronnie Johansson. Ronnie enjoyed Roland's coaching very much and suggested that he should go to Brussels and play for Anthony Pappano, who was at the Theatre Monet at the time. After a performance of Britain, Roland met the great maestro, and Pappano apologized that he could no longer meet him at 9 o'clock the next morning, but that he could meet him at 8. Playing for Pappano was a fascinating audition, as he didn't ask for the complex technical excerpts, but wanted to see how Roland reacted to his sense of phrase and legato. At the end of the session, Pappano asked him to learn Lohengrin and to assist him in Bayreuth that summer. Working with Pappano, observing the way he coached singers and admiring the way he served as a music director remains a huge influence on Roland. Although Roland then joined Frankfurt Opera as Kapellmeister, Pappano's outstanding example also meant that Roland never felt a huge desire to be a music director. He never felt his elbows were sharp enough, or that, having seen others do the job not so well, he thought that if he couldn't do it well as Tony, he may as well remain a freelancer. Roland truly has a quality few conductors possess: modesty. Thankfully for the RNCM, one of his freelance engagements included directing the summer festival in the magnificent Tuscan town of Montepulciano. Founded by the great German composer Hans Werner Henze, also a fellow of this college and a great friend of ours, Roland invited RNCM orchestras and ensembles for 11 years, finishing in 2019. These were joyful times for Roland and incredibly memorable experiences for the hundreds of RNCM students who participated. For Roland, particular mention goes to Maggie Barry, our former colleague who's not with us today, unfortunately, for her stewardship of the orchestra. No white socks or flip-flops on stage was one memorable one, as well as, I don't mind the occasional sleepover so long as I don't have to deal with it in the morning. Dedication, talent, energy, enthusiasm, and openness are but a few of Roland's rave reviews of the RNCM students. They played the widest of repertoire, from Baroque opera to chamber music to world premieres. Even Pappano commented on what an amazing atmosphere it was, as literally everything was possible. Roland, I know you're watching online. We all thank you. President, I have the honor to present Roland Bohr for Fellowship of the Royal Northern College of Music, honoris causa. You must have known him. There he is. Thank you. Really good.
President, on behalf of the College, I now invite the presentation of a person who has rendered distinguished service and who is deemed worthy to be admitted as an honorary member of this College.
Mr. President, I have the honour to present Paul Hines for admission to membership of the Royal Northern College of Music. Paul is the Head of Human Resources here at the RNCM and has been here since 2001. HR is an important service here at the RNCM. They are here to help recruit staff, provide them with the basics of understanding life here at the college, answer their questions, and provide them with advice when needed. We are sometimes presented with some very innovative proposals, not all of which are on the right side of HMRC tax rules, but we do like a challenge. We find there is no limit on the creativity of musicians when it comes to getting the better of the tax office. During his formative years, Paul worked at the CIS, cooperative insurance service, Allot and Lomax, an engineering firm, and National Power, a power station, all in HR, or what was then called personnel. He has, however, been at the RNCM the longest. The RNCM is a very different place. It is pretty unique and special. Of course, the people are what makes it interesting, both the staff and, of course, the students. For those of us who are not musicians, it is an interesting transition, getting used to hearing bursts of music or people singing in your workplace. It doesn't happen in a lot of accountancy offices, I can tell you that. Sometimes, when there is only so much enjoyment one can get from writing policies or analysing spreadsheets, it is nice to get a cup of tea from the kitchen and hear the music making going on around you. Paul has a keen interest in current affairs and politics, and of course, his beloved football team, Manchester City. A lifelong City fan, there are often heated discussions at work after a match, and particularly after a derby match with that other team, some might say superior team, Manchester United. Paul has also been a volunteer, helping some of our more senior citizens gain computer skills, something that has turned him into a friend for those he was helping. Paul's business and technical skills clearly show great competence, but it is his way with working with people, using common sense, but adopting a pragmatic and empathetic approach that really make a difference to all of us here at the RNCM. He has an open door and has been known to answer emails and calls at some very odd hours. Should tell you off for that, really. But he always has the best interests of staff and the RNCM first and foremost. Occasionally questions do cause us quite a headache, but Paul prides himself on finding the right solution. He is a great colleague and will tell you if you are being unreasonable, in the nicest way possible, so that you only realise that afterwards. He has helped many staff over the years and offers good advice, although we can't vouch for the quality of his coffee. Recent lockdowns have introduced us to his beagle, who clearly doesn't like post or delivery people. Paul recently married his partner Maddie after a couple of false starts due to lockdowns, and finally managed a well-earned honeymoon despite the travel restrictions. We all wish them both well. I present to you, Mr. President, Paul Hines for honorary membership to the Royal Northern College of Music, honoris causa.
President, on behalf of this year's new fellows and honorary members, I would like to thank the Royal Northern College of Music for honouring us with these awards. The college has long held a strong position as a nurturing and influential and important powerhouse for some of Britain's most respected musicians, as evidenced by previous years of lists of honorees. And it is humbling for us to be held in such esteem. My own personal experience with the college dates back to the 1998 World New Music Days Festival, where I, as a young composer, witnessed a series of breathtaking performances in a former version of this hall by RNCM students, many of whom have since established themselves as prominent soloists and champions of contemporary music, not only in Britain, but across the world. And as the principal of the Norwegian Academy of Music, I've had the privilege of reliving this quality in the many collaborations between our institutions, and not least in Professor Linda Merrick's visionary leadership of the International Benchmarking Group. I'm confident that my experiences mirror those of my fellow honorants, and we are delighted that the awards you have conferred upon us today will mark a continued and even closer relationship with the college. We look forward to opportunities to explore and express this and to contribute to the future success of this great institution. Thank you.
President, I present those individuals who are being conferred as an associate member of the Royal Northern College of Music. Jonathan Bates. Michael Kavanagh. Alexandra Dariescu. Tom Harold. Christopher Robertson. Catherine Rudge. Jamie Smith. Andres Yari. Li Yu.
President, on behalf of the Royal Northern College of Music, I present for the degree of Doctor of Philosophy, Kerry Jane Baldwin. Silvia Lucas Rodriguez. Lucy Pankhurst. Nelline Antoinette Ranawira.
President, on behalf of the Royal Northern College of Music, I present for the degree of Master of Music in Composition and Artistic Research, Joseph Shaw. And for the degree of Master of Music in Composition and Musicology, Devon Bonelli. And for the degree of Master of Music in Conducting, Joseph William Judge. And for the degree of Master of Music in Performance, Kate Atkinson. Sarah Austin. Thomas Betts. Hannah Boxall. Ho Yan Chue. Abigail Claire Flood. Jamie Andrew Formoy. Andrew Gould. Victoria Jane Windsor Groves. Tien Yang Han. Andrew Harsley. Sarah Ellen Keane. Jennifer Rose Key. Ava Suzanne Mayett. Catherine Mason. Graham Declan McCusker. Christopher McVinney. Keith Muggeridge. Rayan Matada. Philip O'Connor. Emily Claire Olson. Jared Rance Louis Pereira. John Andrew Phillips. Valerie Urizan Rosa Beltran. William Scattergood. Megan Frances Thompson. Lisa Valia. Robert Allen Wheatley. Erin Fleur Williams. And for the degree of Master of Music in Popular Music, Amy Griffiths. Alexander David Rucroft. And for the degree of Master of Performance, Sihan Soon. And for the Postgraduate Diploma, Advanced Studies in Performance, Alicia Gabriella Kaduwan. President, that concludes the presentation of postgraduate awards. Those graduating in absentia are listed in the programme.
Hello everyone and happy graduation day. I'm so sorry to not be there with you in person, but after nearly 2 years of anticipation for this speech, I wasn't going to let COVID stop me. So please forgive me for reading this from my tiny London bedroom rather than the concert hall stage. Here we are, the long overdue class of 2020. Where do I begin? Usually the SU president will sneakily pinch some inspiration for their speeches from their predecessors. But unfortunately for me, Kathy and Alice are both sat in this room and will probably get me done for plagiarism. So I'll do my best to confirm that this is all my own original work. It feels so strange that our graduation day has finally arrived after all this time. And I can't help but say those obvious 3 words that always crop up in graduation speeches. We made it. But this time, these words mean so much more. We didn't only make it through our studies. We made it through a year outside of our degrees in an actual pandemic. A pandemic that is still going on and providing new challenges every day. It's common in these speeches to talk about the excitement and mystery of where we will be this time next year, or in 5 years, or in 10, and whilst I am going to look forward to those things, first, I think we should look back. We are in a unique position to already be able to reflect on our first year after receiving our well-earned certificates in the post, and I couldn't be more inspired. I have watched as you have all taken the next step forward, regardless of the uncontrollable force that is making us feel like we're all wearing shoes made of concrete. Whether your step was putting on regular live stream concerts from your living room, or perhaps starting up your own radio show from a caravan you were isolated in. Maybe you started to work in a studio producing music with vulnerable kids, or you took to the streets with your violin to raise money for UK-based arts charities. You found a way to keep sharing your love and appreciation for music with others, in a time where it would have been so understandable to do otherwise. In this time, I have also been in awe of those of you who have followed your hearts into other areas, securing a place on a highly competitive grad scheme, pursuing your interests in therapy, or following a recently found love in interior design, or even packing your bags and heading off to Wales for a year and not missing a single gig upon your return. Each of you have shown that following your gut leads to great things, however scary the decision-making process may be. And for the rest of us, who are still out there wondering about trying to find our feet, the path will always be easier to walk with our friends by our sides. As the legendary Troy Bolton once said, we're all in this together. Our time at the RNCM was made by those we met along the way, with each person having more of an impact than they could ever know. To our closest friends, who gave moral support as we sat up until 3 AM on deadline day, regretting our life choices. To our tutors, who not only helped us get better at our instruments, but provided some much needed counselling and perspective when we were having a meltdown about something that was probably the smallest thing in the world. A melodic minor scales in fourths, I'm looking at you. To Audrey, for making sure that we ate our 5 a day as she served us at the counter. And Jose, for knowing the perfect drink to have ready for us when we needed to blow off some steam. Also to John, who without fail would always say hello, even if we were in a rush to a rehearsal we were running late for. To those around us who we never actually had the chance to get to know properly, but who inspired us anyway through the way they held themselves, their sense of fashion, or how they had the ability to hold a room in the palm of their hands. Maybe we were just people who would find ourselves sat together outside open practice rooms, but your discipline in coming back every day and practicing was what empowered me to do the same. Everyone here provided us with inspiration and motivation every single day. With the hope of this not coming across as some kind of Grammy acceptance speech, I'd like to say a few thank yous, both of my own and on behalf of everyone here. Firstly, thank you to the SU teams past and present, especially those that cracked out the additional pandemic support and entertainment to help keep us all connected during the difficult months. A special thank you to Kathy and Alice for not only being absolute legends and championing our student voice, but for being my agony aunts during my time as SU president and encouraging me as I followed in their footsteps. Thank you also to our kind and understanding registry team, who undoubtedly saw every single student here at the peak of their stress as we picked up exam results or sent a panicked email at 1:27 p.m. when Moodle wouldn't accept our video assignment upload. In particular, thank you to Stuart Sefton for always knowing exactly what to say and how to make things better when the stress was running high. And also thank you for fixing up this video for me within minutes of me email about missing the ceremony we'd waited so long for. Thank you to our course leaders, to the librarians, sound and video, performance and programming, orchestras and ensembles, and to Andrew Bailey, whose start of the year absence request demonstration speech is somehow imprinted in my memory and I have no idea why. Thank you to the operations team, porters and cleaners. As students, we didn't have many opportunities to get to know each other, but your work was what made us able to come in every day and learn in a safe, organised environment and truly make the most out of our time at the RNCM. Thank you to the Board of Governors and the Executive Committee and Linda, who not only made every decision by putting the students first, but introduced me to the life-saving teleprompter app, which I'm reading this speech off today. Thanks, Linda. In hindsight, it probably would have been faster to say, thanks everyone, and go back to my seat. But I've started now, and there are a couple more acknowledgements that need to be made. Thank you to our family and friends who have supported us since day one on our journey of loving music. Your presence and listening ear as we were surfing the highs and lows of our work is what kept us afloat. Without you, we wouldn't be here. Thank you finally to the class of 2020 for being the best cohort in the world, a cohort that I was so lucky to be a part of. The Cara that stands virtually in front of you today is so different to the one who stood here 6 years ago on my audition day. And that is down to everyone here who allowed me to be myself unapologetically. Together, we helped each other find our own voices. We turned up to every gig and provided the ice cream and pizza when things weren't going to plan. And those are the memories that will stick around with us for the longest. As you all raise your glasses of champagne tonight, I challenge you to remember as many of those things as you can. The big things, the small things, the things in between. Take time to share those memories together and get ready to create new ones, because who knows where we will be this time next year, or in 5 years, or in 10. Thank you to the RNCM for giving us an education and friendships that will last a lifetime. I hope you all go on to have the most wonderful evening, full of long-anticipated reunions, laughter and celebration. If anyone deserves it, it's the class of 2020.
Principal, I present the student of the Royal Northern College of Music who has been selected to receive a gold medal. Alice Roberts.
said, which is probably very little. It was really heartwarming to hear Cara talk of her years here, the enjoyment and the hard work, the fulfilment of her time at this college, which is great. It's a great honour for me to be the president of this college, and it's a great pleasure this afternoon to be involved in presenting you all with your awards. Congratulations to each one of you. I was last year 2 years ago, of course, and since then I haven't been able to visit the college at all, and I've missed it. I've missed the liveliness and the vibrancy of this place, which is evident again today, and that's wonderful to see. Of course, an occasion like this reminds me of my own time at college. As Cara said, actually, she was a different person at the audition than she was 4 years later at an occasion like this, you know, receiving her award. I can say exactly the same thing happened to me. I went into the college, at that time it was the Royal Manchester College of Music in the 1960s. If you can believe I'm as old as that, it can't possibly be true. But it was the late 60s. And that was a forerunner of this place. And I went in as a rather callow youth with a strong voice, which had come from lots of amateur music making in a Lancashire town 20 miles north of here. My Uncle John conducted the Accrington Male Voice Choir. My Auntie Ivy gave me my first singing lessons in her front room. I was on my knees at the age of 15 making passionate love to her. My God, I needed those 4 years of work. I came out of the college in those days a potential opera singer. So much work on the voice, which is the main thing, of course, for an opera singer, but also on the acting, on the drama, on the musicianship, on the academic side of music. And I will always be immensely grateful for those years. And, you know, wherever I've been since, all the stages I've sung upon, I've never forgotten those formative years and everything that they did for me. I've done a lot of singing in the 50 years since then, from the Vienna State Opera to the Stenning Village Community Centre, from the Metropolitan Opera House in New York to the Oswald Twistle Town Hall. Music can be quite a hard taskmaster when you're a performer, of course. You have to be good, of course you have to be good. But it may be demanding, but it's wonderfully fulfilling. Music is a magic thing, isn't it? Music can make us get up and dance. It can make us weep, and we don't quite know why we're weeping. And it's cathartic. It can express everything about the experience of being a human being on this planet. One says the word planet these days, and of course you think of the challenges ahead for all of us. You think of the divisiveness and the divided nature and the confrontational nature of the world, and you think we need to work together. And music is one of those things that unifies the world. Music is global. Music goes across national borders. Music crosses barriers of culture and language. I know music cannot solve the world's problems, but music can certainly help. Most of us in this room today are involved in some capacity or other as servants of music. And we on this platform would like to wish all of you, we'd like to wish you well. We hope you'll prosper, and may you give joy and inspiration to others in your service of music. Thank you.
Those of you out there, you have the gift for music, and I hope you continue to bring the gift of music to the world. Congratulations again. I hope you have a lovely time celebrating the particular persistence that you've demonstrated in what have been extraordinary circumstances. I would like to thank the people who've organised today, extraordinary circumstances, extraordinary organisations. So to Stuart, Simon and Sonia, thank you very much indeed for making this happen. One instruction they have given me, many during the day, but this last one which I need to pass on is at the end, which is shortly, could the guests allow the graduates to leave the hall before you leave? Thank you. Now, normally we would sing the national anthem together, but because of the situation that we're in, we have an alternative. We will stand for the national anthem, which will be sung for us by Samuel Snowden.